What is going on, you guys? This is Tech HD coming at you with a brand new video, and this is the Tascam DR-40X. It is Tascam's one of multiple versions of a handheld recorder. They have a whole variety of them, and this one is really nice because it does stereo recording, XY pattern, AB pattern, as well as a couple other features, and of course we're connecting it to an external shotgun microphone. So you guys are going to be taking a look at it. We're going to be unboxing it, talking about the features, the user interface, and then we're going to be doing a couple more sound tests, the raw audio of it, and then we're going to give our overall thoughts. So now, taking a look at what comes with the Tascam DR-40X, you get the handheld recorder itself, the tilt foot to level the recorder when placed on the table, 3 AA batteries to of course power the recorder, and the user manual. At first impression, I like the build quality of the DR-40X. It's a hard plastic body, but it's not too heavy and definitely feels sturdy. But it does feel a bit slippery, so I would have liked it to be a bit of a rubberized texture feel on the sides of the recorder to have a better grip. I do like the button layout. It doesn't look too overwhelming for someone just getting into audio recording, and for the price, this offers 24-bit audio recording at 96Hz, and it's a 4-track recorder with the ability to be used as a USB audio interface. So it's perfect for not only traveling and recording on an SD card, but also being able to hook it up to a laptop and record straight into it for voiceover. Alright you guys, so now what I want to be showing you guys is pretty much the user interface of the DR-40X. Now before we get into that, I want to show you guys pretty much on the top left, you got the dual recording indicator light, you got 4-channel recording indicator light, overdub, and then you got the peaking indicator light on the right side. You also got the stop, play, and record button, as well as you have the first and second channel as solo, third and fourth channel as solo, and then the recording mode. You got the menu button, the quick button, the playback continuous button, the mixer button, the enter, the volume up and down. You got the back and forward button, and then over here you'll see the input levels up and down, as well as you have some other switches which I'll show you guys in a bit. So pretty much to turn it on, we're just gonna hold the stop button, and then with that it's just gonna load. It's gonna take a couple seconds. And then with that, if we go into the menu system, I can show you guys the recording settings, the play settings, the IO settings, the browse, the USB, others, and then the system. So then the first thing that I want to show you guys is the recording settings that I have it. So I have it set to a WAV format at 24-bit, which is the best quality. You can also do BWF, but I like to do WAV, or MP3 as well, but I like to do WAV at 24-bit, as well as the sample. You got 48 kilohertz, you got 44.1, and then you got 96. I like to do 96 to get the best possible quality. And then we got the track if you want it to be 5, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, so on and so on. I like to keep it off. We got a low cut filter, so if you want to do 40 hertz, you want to do 80 hertz, 120 hertz, 220 hertz, and then let's go back to off. And then we got the pre-recording if you want that to be on or off. We got the mode, so if you want to do a new file or a mark. And then down here you got the levels to be -12. You could also do -48, -24, or you could go down to -6. I like to keep it at -12. We got the auto tone if you want it to be on or off, if you want it to be a head or a head plus tail. I like to keep it off. And then we got the tone seconds if you want to do 1 to 3 seconds. And then I'm gonna go back to 1. We got the tone volume to -18 decibels. This is all stuff that I feel like most of you guys are not really gonna care so much about. For the regular consumers that just wants to record, you're not gonna get so far in depth with this, but I just want to show you guys as well. And then the play settings if you want to do it in a folder, if you want it to be continuous, if you want the jump back to be 3 seconds, or if you want the jump forward to be 10 seconds. And then we got the IO settings if you want the level mode to be automatic, or if you want it to be a reduction, limiter, and even manual. I'm gonna do automatic. And then I got the speaker set to on, but normally you can have it be on or off. I like to keep it on so I can play it back right through the recorder. The speaker's on the bottom, by the way, and then you can easily hear like how it all sounded like, and if you need to do another take or so. And then we got the play equalizer if you want it to be a treble plus, minus, middle plus or minus, or even a bass plus or minus. So I like how you could do that right there in the recorder. And then we got the level alignments if you want it to be aligned or not. And then if we go to the browse, you can just create a new folder, have it all organized right here in the recorder, which I really like. You can have the USB-B and SD card reader, or an audio IF, which is really cool. And then the others, if you just want the information, some tuners, some effects, you know, I'm not gonna go so much in depth with it. And then the systems, if you wanted to automatically power save after 30 minutes, if you want the backlights to be 5 seconds, the contrast, I keep it at 7, and the battery type I use alkaline, or you could use an external power source. Phantom volt, I like to keep 48 volt phantom power because that's how most of the external microphones use. They're not going to be using 24, but there are some that do. And then the language, of course, English, initialized, quick format, erase format, so on and so on. So now to give you guys a quick rundown when you guys are about to record, like I said, if you hit the record button, you're not right away recording. If you hit it a second time, that's when you're actually recording. But over here you can see the actual channel, the left and right if you're recording as stereo, as well as below that you can see if you have a dual channel recording, the indicator light being on, as well as a dual channel saying -6 or -12, however you want to set. You can see that it's being highlighted as a limiter because I have that enabled, and then you can see how long you've been recording, if it's recording or not, the type of format that you're recording. I have it set to a wave 24 at 48 kilohertz, but I want to change that. Let's say, for example, if I go over here, I want to do a dual recording. I want to make sure that everything is set. I'm gonna go back up, and then I want to go to sample, bring that to 96 kilohertz, and then if we hit that, now it switches to 96. So now if I do record, if I do a recording mode, I just want to show you guys the recording mode. I could do a dual, or I could do a 4-channel, or I could do an overdub like I showed you guys, as well as I just want to do a stereo or a mono, but I usually do a dual. And I want the source to be either internally stereo, if I wanted to do just a mono internal, if I want to do an external in left and right channel, or an external independent, or just an external in left, just the left one. I can't just do a right one, but I want to do an internal stereo. And then the dual level, I want it to be a -6, or I can do a -7, 8, 9, all the way to 12. So I like to do a -6 because that's the minimum. I want my level mode to be a limiter, or you could do a reduction, or you could just do automatic, but I like limiter. Then we are all set to record. So now when we hit record, you can see that now it's just showing that it's recording pretty much. Once you hit stop, it's not fully stopped, it's actually paused. So then if you hit it again, it just continues where you left off. So then to fully stop, you just hit the stop button, and that's pretty much it. As well as we can do a quick functionality if you want to delete it, if you want to divide it, if you want to do an automatic divide or an overwrite, and so on and so on. And then right now what I'm recording at is an XY pattern, and if I want it to be an AB pattern, I'm gonna just switch this back, and then you'll see if I want to change the direction to XY to AB, and then I'm gonna hit yes, and then that makes it so much easier how it automatically knows when I'm switching it. And then just to let you guys know, if I show you guys right here, I'm gonna just lower this so that it could be in frame and in focus. Over here I got my input levels. Like I said, I got the input volume, as well as I can have a hold to make sure that none of the buttons that I change will automatically switch. As you can see, it'll say hold or something like that. As well as I have the line output, so if I want to monitor, if I want it to just be a line, a mic, or even mic with phantom power. So pretty much with phantom power, let me show you guys real quick before the battery dies. With phantom power, if I just switch it, it's gonna say, oh, it's still on hold. If I switch it, it's going to say phantom power. Are you sure? Yes. Because if you have a microphone that doesn't support phantom power, you don't want it to be damaged, because that's just sending a lot of power to that microphone and it could damage it. So I like how it has that safety feature. But yeah guys, that is pretty much the rundown of the entire UI interface. So now what I want to be showing you guys is some sound tests and how this will sound like with both the internal microphones as well as with an external microphone connected to XLR. And we're going to be seeing how that sounds like. Alright you guys, so now what we're going to be doing is 3 sound tests coming out of the DR-40X. So now the first one that we're going to be doing is a stereo pattern using the XY pattern from the built-in microphones on the DR-40X. And now this one, the way that I have it set up is, first you guys are going to be hearing the raw audio of it. You guys are not going to be hearing any edited part in this part of the video. Second, I am recording at pretty much -6 decibels. I'm using dual recording, so the second one is at -6 decibels. Limiter is enabled, as well as I have have the volume level at about 55, the levels at about 55. I wanted the background noise to be under negative 45 decibels, and I wanted my audio to be like around negative 18 to negative 12 so that it doesn't peak or anything like that. And so hopefully you guys will be able to hear that, and then in post I will be bringing up the volumes here and there just to match with all the other recordings that we're going to be doing. So let me know what you guys think. Like I said, this is the raw audio of it. I'm about a foot away from the microphone, and like I said, you guys are hearing the X and Y pattern of it, so it's full stereo. So if I go a little bit more to the left side, you guys should be hearing it. If you guys are using headphones, you guys should be hearing it more on the left side, and if I go a little bit more on the right side, same thing, you guys will hear a little bit more on the right side. And now the second one that we're going to be testing out is an AB pattern. So like I said, you guys are able to switch from an XY to an AB pattern, and this is really good. So stereo recording is really good for Foley's, getting sound effects, specific type of YouTubers you like the XY or stereo pattern, specifically ASMR artists, so that it can immerse you guys a little bit more, make it sound a little bit more surround sound, make it feel like you're more in the video. So XY patterns is really encouraged in ASMR artists and other type of YouTubers. So pretty much now we're going to be switching over to an AB pattern. Alright, so now we are switched over to the AB pattern. So I just switched from XY to AB. I did nothing with the settings or anything like that. So same thing, now you guys should be hearing me a lot more in the right side or the left side pretty much for you guys, and you guys are not going to be hearing so much on the right side because it's making more of a wider, so it's capturing a little bit more, so it really separates the left and right audio as well. And then if I go to the right side, you guys will be hearing a little bit less on the left side, and so it just immerses you a little bit more. If you guys want more of a wider range of capturing audio, then this type of pattern will be more for you guys. And now the next one that we're going to be trying out is I'm going to be connecting my shotgun microphone, the Rode NTG4 Plus. I have it right above me. It's right out of the frame. It's aiming right at my chest. And then I'm going to be connecting it to the left XLR. And I'm going to be using phantom power. And then the settings should be about the same. Maybe I'll let you guys know if I bring the levels a little bit higher or not. And then we're going to see how that one sounds. Alright, so now we're doing an external recording. I have my Rode NTG4 Plus right above me, like I said, out of the frame, hitting me more towards the chest level. And then I have it to the XLR connected to the left pattern of this. And then the only thing that I changed is the external level volume. I brought it up to 60 instead of 55 just to make it balance a little bit more. But like I said, in post, I'm going to be messing with the levels just to make sure that everything is leveled, but no other type of post processing. And like I said, raw audio, you guys are not hearing anything different. And so I want you guys' thoughts on what you guys think with the microphones on a XY pattern built into the DR-40X, AB pattern, and then what you guys think of connecting it to an external shotgun microphone, for example. I definitely would prefer using this if it's my only option, like if I have no shotgun microphone or anything like that. Literally my last option is using the audio from the built-in camera, but nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to do that at all. So that is my last option. Then maybe a microphone above the camera, maybe a lavalier setup, but those tend to be a little bit more like tinny or a lot of bass. I would definitely use this as my second best option for external recording. Pretty much I could have this on a boom pole or something and get a little bit over the same way that I have the shotgun microphone, can record it at a mono way instead of stereo, and then I could capture very similar audio quality like I am with the shotgun microphone. So shotgun microphone is definitely more recommended, but then my second option would be using this bad boy without stereo, just doing straight mono, and maybe like a microphone or something over it. So my overall experience with the DR-40X has been honestly really great. So going from the DR-70D that I usually use for when it comes to external audio recording, going into this one, I didn't see any type of difference when it came to audio quality because they both do 96 kilohertz at 24-bit, which I personally really liked. And the fact that I could go into a smaller, more portable, compact body and take it with me whenever I'm going out or anything like that, just want to get some audio quality, I could trust on this. And instead of just using like an XLR microphone or anything like that, I could trust on the microphones, the built-in microphones, do a stereo or mono. Not only that, but I could go from an XY to an AB pattern, and from the raw audio that you guys heard, I honestly would trust this. And since it has dual level recordings, if I'm too loud, if I'm peaking, I have an extra one just in case that's like -6 all the way to -12 decibels. So really the audio quality and the fact that it has some safety features is really nice. And I know that if I'm not going to be taking a shotgun microphone or a studio condenser microphone, you know, I could really trust in the built-in microphones. And going from the DR-70D, when it came to, that's even more expensive than this one, I would honestly go with this one if I want to take it with me, if I know I'm going to be traveling and capturing some audio. If I'm going to be pretty much running and gunning, I would use this one. The DR-70D is more for like something stationary, having it right underneath the camera because it has that thread as well. This one is more for portability, and you're getting the same quality, the audio quality, and you can connect an external shotgun microphone or a studio condenser microphone if you want to get a little bit better audio quality, which is really nice. Now, a couple of the things that I did not like, this is a little bit nitpicking, but I personally think would improve the recorder a lot more. It's not audio quality and build quality or anything like that. It's just a little bit of add-ons. One is I like the build quality of the DR-40X. The only thing is that since it's all plastic and it has a little bit of texture feel, I still feel like it's a little bit slippery. I would have liked if they added more of a rubberized grip here just so I could get a better grip on it, because this feels nice, but when I first held onto it, I felt like it was just gonna slip right out of my hand. The second thing is that this piece, I haven't lost it yet, but I know that there's gonna be a couple people that's gonna lose it, especially if they're constantly removing it and connecting it to a boom arm or anything like that. I haven't lost it yet, but I would have liked it to just be built into it and to move the thread somewhere else. I feel like that would be a little bit better, but like to me it's not that big of a deal because like I said, I just keep it on it. I don't really like mount this on the thread or anything like that, but I know some people will definitely lose this. The third thing is that the batteries that came with it, once I try to record, it's fine, but when I try to connect my shotgun microphone through XLR, through phantom power, it would constantly turn off the recorder. It's like the batteries didn't have that much juice or anything like that, so I just used some batteries that I had as well, and that worked fine. But the batteries that came with it, I did not like it. Like, it didn't work with my microphone, this piece, and also a little bit more textured feel. Like, I want more of a grip on it. But those are the main things that I did not like about it, but I know could be improved. Overall build quality, audio quality is really nice, since you guys heard from the raw audio. And if you guys like, this entire video has been recorded on the DR-40X, especially like right now, which you guys are hearing right now, and I'm going like around -18 to -12 decibels, which is perfect. And then a little bit more of editing to it. Now, if you guys are curious on how the audio sounds like in other videos, if you guys go back to my last 3 videos, all of those were actually recorded on this as well. So I've been having it for a while and I've been thoroughly testing it. Like, all of my 3 videos, they've all been recorded on this one. I haven't used my DR-70D in a while, so that's pretty crazy. But there you guys have it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. If you guys do have any questions, like if I didn't cover anything, let me know as well down in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on post notification so that you guys can be notified whenever I upload a new video. Follow me on Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitch. As always, it's TechHD. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace!